Hello my dear student, I welcome you all to the maths class. So in today's session, we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 7, congruence of triangle. So before starting our main exercise, let us start with the introduction part. Let us understand what do you mean by congruence or congruency. So here I have written the same thing. It should be congruency over here. So what do you mean by congruence or congruence of any object, whether it is a square, whether it is triangle, whether it is circular shape? What is congruence or what is congruency? So again, this chapter is very important for your upcoming higher class, because the topic, if you know it very properly from till now only, then you will not have any problem in your higher class. Okay, so what do you mean by congruency or congruent figure or a congruence? So the meaning of a congruent is, in maths, is addressed to those figures and shapes that can be repositioned or flipped to coincide with each other with the other shape. These shapes can be reflected to coincide with the similar shape. So have a look here. Just see in the picture that they are getting coincide, right? When we are getting when the figures are coming in contact with each other, that means they are getting coincide. Similarly, in the case of the triangle also, have a look. They are jumping, coming to another triangle. So when they are coincide, they are of same shape and same size. So this is simple. This is simply known as a congruency or a congruent or a congruence. Simple. So I hope you guys understood it. So congruent means any object having same shape and same size. Suppose you have 1 rupee coin. If you coincide it, it will overlap with each other. None of the area will be bigger, none of the area will be smaller, right? But if you are coinciding, suppose say you are having 1 rupee coin, and suppose this is 5 rupee coin. If you coincide it, will you get the same shape, same size? No, it's not like that. It may have same shape, but size will be different. So in that case, congruent will not be considered. It will be similar. We can say both are similar, but not congruent. So congruent meaning is having same shape and same size. Having same shape and same size. So two shapes are congruent. Any shapes, whether it is triangle, whether it is circle, are congruent if they have the same shape and same size. I have already told you what is the meaning of the congruent. We can also say if two shapes are congruent, if any two shapes are congruent, then the mirror image of one shape is same as the other, right? So you saw the figure also in the previous case that when you try to form a mirror image, they will look exactly alike, right? So congruence in maths is denoted through this symbol. So if you do it equal to sign, and opposite of S will be written as congruence. So this is the symbol representing congruence or congruent of any shape of any object. But in this chapter, basically the shape will be triangle. Why? Because the chapter name is congruence of triangles, isn't it? Now, as the chapter is congruent triangles, let us discuss few things about congruent triangles also. So two triangles are said to be congruent if their sides have the same length and same angles have same measures. Thus, two angles can be superimposed side to side and angle to angle. So you can see in the figure here, they will be having same angle, measure of the angle will be same, and not only that, the side will be also same. So like in a figure, previous figure, we saw that, just see, this is not a triangular figure, but in the next figure you'll be able to see that. Just have a look. So here, the two triangles, when they are superimposed with each other, they will form an overlap of same, because they are of same shape and same size. So hence we will consider this two type of a triangle is congruent. So whenever we are comparing any two triangle, so it should be written as like this. They are congruent. So here you can see in the figure they are superimposed, right? They are of same shape and same size. But if suppose there is one triangle whose shape is this and another triangle whose shape is of this, we cannot compare. They are not getting overlap, right? They are not getting superimposed. So in such case, the triangles are not congruent. Okay, not only with the side, also with the angle. If suppose one is, you can see here in the figure. Okay, so you can just see here it is of side, the angles, two angles are equal. Not only that, another angle is going to form 40 degree, 40 degree. So if such is the condition, then also we can say that they are congruent. Okay. Now, to prove any triangle are congruent, we have got the criteria, we have got the character, we have got the types. So what are the types? The first and foremost is side, side, side. Next, side, angle, side. Third one, angle, side, angle. Fourth one, angle, angle, side. And the fifth one is right angle, hypotenuse side. So in our triangular chapter, we discuss about hypotenuse, right angle, and its and Pythagoras. So it is totally based on that. Now, let us discuss about what is side, side, side congruency rule. Side, side, side congruency rule means when we compare two triangles. So remember, in a congruency chapter, we have to compare two triangles. So we can, only one figure cannot be compared, isn't it? So you need to have at least two figures like this. So when we are comparing two triangles, if all the sides of the triangles are getting matched, just have a look here. Let me discuss about this. So this is one side of the triangle which is getting matched. Again, of the another side they are getting matched, right? And in the third side also, just have a look, they are getting matched. If all the sides of the corresponding triangles are getting matched, then we will say the property as side, side, side congruency criterion, right? If the three sides of one triangle, okay, if the three sides of one triangle are equal to the three corresponding sides, say for this is one triangle I am making here. Suppose this is 5 centimeter, this is also 5 centimeter, this is 3 centimeter, this is 3 centimeter, this is 4 centimeter, this is 4 centimeter. All are based on the side we are comparing, isn't it? Yes, we are comparing based on the side. So at that time, the type of the congruent rule is considered as side, side, side congruency rule. Okay dear, I hope you guys understood. Very simple logical thing we have here. So I hope you people will not have any problem. To the next very important criterion rule is SAS, meaning side, angle, side. Okay, so in order to understand this, when you have two sides equal of a corresponding triangle, suppose say this is 5 centimeter here, this is 5 centimeter, this sign means these sides are equal, isn't it? And suppose this is say 2 centimeter, this is also 2 centimeter. The two sides are equal, so two sides and one angle, right? So suppose this is your 45 degree, then here it should also be 45 degree only. Okay, so if two sides and one angles are equal, then of a corresponding triangle, then we will say that this pair of triangles are congruent. Okay, so we will write it as triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Okay, PQR, isn't it? So these two triangles are congruent exactly. By which rule? By SAS rule. Till now we have discussed about two criterion rule, that is in the previous we discussed about the side, side, side. When all the three sides are equal of the corresponding triangle, then we will say it as SSS or side, side, side rule. Next, if the two sides and one angles are equal of the corresponding triangle, then we will say it as a SAS, that is side, angle, side criterion rule. Okay, so dear, I hope you guys have understood. I want you all to understand this in a very neat and clean manner without any doubt. Okay, so let us proceed to the next important criterion rule, that is angle, side, angle. You just have a look in the animation. Two angles are equal, right? Again, one side is equal. Now one more angle will be equal, that is both are 99 degree. So we will consider such pair of triangles as congruent as because they are congruent with the criterion rule known as angle, side, angle. All right. All right, let us proceed to the next important criterion rule, that is right angle hypotenuse side. So that is, we will simply say it as RHS rule, RHS criterion rule. So what does this RHS right angle hypotenuse side state is? So you know that right angle triangle, there is a hypotenuse, there is perpendicular, and there is base, isn't it? So we already got the concept of the right angle triangle and the properties, that is Pythagoras property, isn't it? So but here we will just concern about the hypotenuse side. If the two triangles are suppose having 90 degree and having equal sides, all right, suppose this two triangle here, when they are overlapping, just have a look, they are getting matched with each other, they are getting overlap with each other, and both the angle is carrying 90 degree. Yes, both the angles are 90 degree. Have a look, isn't it? So let me make it here. Yes, it will be 90 degree. So if such conditions are there, that is, if the triangle is possessing 90 degree in it, and the side they are having suppose perpendicular and base equal, then we will consider those triangle will be congruent with the rule of right angle hypotenuse side. Okay, very simple, very logical concept we have studied. So we studied about SSS rule, we studied about SAS rule, we studied about angle side angle, in which two angles are equal and one side will be equal of the corresponding triangle, right? So this thing we have studied, isn't it? Next we studied about the RHS angle hypotenuse side. So here it will be number 4 criterion rule. Sorry, there was a number mistake. Okay, so this much for today. In our next class we will proceed with the exercise. Okay, so thank you everyone, enjoy the class.